There's no denial that's going to be there in time. The Kite Claw might have gone out, but it won't work. And now a nice little line of sight right into side, but it's Demigod to pull back onto Penguin Gamer. And Team 1 start this gunfight off. Jig will refrag though. Right back onto Demi.
Down into the 4 versus 4 now. Sledge traded for a Kapkan. I feel like that trade has to favor the defense here. The Zombie's still on the board. The Zombie finds the kill onto the Osa. Miniman off the board. 4 versus 3 man advantage with just over half the round to go. And Spark is still situated on this bunker's rafter position. I mean, it's absolutely impenetrable.
Right, still with that advantage for team number 2. Jig has been holding it down. And Dom looking to get a little bit of a peek on as well. That TCSG is so brutal, but it's going to be Sparkus to take down Last Hope. And now the 2v4 looks even more dire for this attacking team. Aggressive Goose and Bebo, two very capable players, but they have a world to go up against and not a lot of map control to work from. They're not going to opt to go up those red stairs, but shot from the red stairs. It's a triple kill from Jig. He'll finally be refragged down to the 1v3.
30 seconds to go. Aggressive Goose trying to make something happen. He does spot the Zombie, lands a beautiful shot, and a second gets a triple kill on the round. Coffee doesn't even have a nitro cell in pocket. If Aggressive Goose can just get those flanks sealed off, he can go for this plant. And with a lack of intel in sight, due to the only intel op being the Mozzie, this is all but winnable for him. Does he have intel on where Coffee is, though? With 8 seconds left, he'll have to go for this plant soon, and then Coffee will risk it. He'll make his way up the red stairs. Does he know about the air jabs, though? He does not. But with time running out, Goose is going to have to commit to this plant. And no, a valiant effort from the Nomad will be all for naught, as Goose just stays alive and wins his team round number 1.
Got a little nervous and jumped off. That is so unfortunate because the post-plant situation could have worked in their favor. And now the 0-1 going to team number 2.
Like you said, for CCTV, there are a lot of angles to worry about here, but with good coordination, this site can be an absolute fortress. We do have the castle on side, which indicates some sort of roam coming out from Team 2.
You do have a couple of operators who can get mobile, but Jig already taken down. How?
I believe that kill came out onto gravel from that construction area. Now, Sparkus finds another kill, takes down Miniman once again. It's the same 3 players we saw last round left in the 3 versus 5. They were able to bring it back mostly from a valiant effort by Aggressive Goose. Jig still playing off-site. He's upstairs in CCTV. I don't believe they have intel on him, but they do have an air jab, and he'll hit that, giving away his position. There are players down below in lounge ready to cut him off, but he's just been hitting those shots where it matters and when it matters recently on this map. He's 4-1 and currently the top rank, but a nice shot from Bebob the robot.
Trying to get it closer, and Dom is crawling on the floor. Aggressive is going to be dropped here. That's Jig with the shot. The refrag is there from Last Hope. Down to the 2v3.
The one thing that's really been a killing blow to Team 1 through these first 2 rounds is the lack of that soft breach. They have had their sledge die first back-to-back times now, and it's really been costly, especially on a site like this where you need that sledge on the board later in the round as you want to start working those kitchen angles. But nonetheless, Team 1 will persevere. They'll push forward. They have avenues into the site. They have these hatches open, and they'll go for the drop into Moto. And with the reinforcement going out, Dom not paying attention. A triple kill for Bebot the robot, and it's a 1v2, and he'll win it out. A 4K from Bebot the robot. Good coordination. You have multiple viable sites. And a spawn peek from Sparkus coming out. Beautiful shot. Takes out the thermite. Anyways, let me finish my point. You're telling me that it has all of those things on one map.
Well,
maybe that's why this is a very good map and teams tend to prefer it. And maybe that's what Rainbow is all about, is that teamwork and that coordination. Demigod dies again, this time to Coffee.
Right now the shot's coming in from Miniman. Dom is picked back up. It's a 4v4. Quite a bit of pressure right inside of Logi, but Penguin's going to shut that down. The double will be finished off, but Dom is killed as well, all on Miniman.
And he's playing on that glass, so he does have that high damage, but a little bit lower rate of fire gun in that DMR, but he does have that heat scope, so he can gain a little bit of advantage when it comes to taking these gunfights. He'll land the shot onto Sparkus, dropping him to such low HP. All of these current defenders are one-shot, and he'll get a triple kill on the round. He'll need to get the ace, though, if he wants to take the lead, and it won't even matter. He won't last much longer. I believe that was a triple kill on the round for Penguin, and Team 2 retakes the lead.
Yeah, especially with that Maverick pick from Penguin. I mean, if you know how to play Maverick, it is one of the best operators for hard breaching because you can just do so much with him. And it looks like initially we are going to be aggressing over by dirt right into this container. Notices that the Kite Claw is right up there to the top corner and we'll ping it out. Of course, can just drill through, get a little hole and open that, no prob.
Could this be a rush here from Team 2 as we have all 5 members currently stacked up outside of dirt? With this Maverick hole being opened up, they have an access and an alleyway into dirt. We see at least 2 members priming their way to get in, and will they all follow suit as we've got 2, 3, and I believe 4 now, all working their way inside of this dirt tunnel. Crouch walk again, trying to be sneaky, not give away their position. Now, this could work, however. They are forfeiting a lot of that map control, but they do have intel in the form of a drone sitting just under the doorway.
Well, Penguin's going to be able to find the first shot. The spearhead, Sparkus is there as well as the Ash. Last Hope does get one back. It's a 2v4 though. IDK Coffee continues to put the pressure on, and this little bit of a rush has certainly worked. Aggressive Goose is moving in from blue though, and Bebo has retreated back inside of church. Sparkus has the diffuser, hasn't put it down yet, but might be planning on it soon. It's the 1v4 as this rush has worked out so perfectly, and now Bebo fighting on a very back foot. Plant being attempted, headshot onto the Penguin. Puts it in the 1v3, but the post plant does not look good.
In the 1v3 now with diffuser down, this is all but over for Team 2 as they look to move ahead 3-1. Shots raining out from Sparkus, who's just prone on the floor deep in Arsenal. He'll close it out over by Moto, and it's a 3-1 lead for Team 2. And really, in my opinion, the castle worked against Team 1 heavily in that round. But one thing that I wanted to point out, you talked about how the guns seem to be a lot more alive, but a lot of that comes down to mentality. A lot of this game just has to deal with the overall team mentality. And if you think about it, with having that 5th body on the board, it has enabled Team 2 to be a lot more aggressive here and be a lot less worried about what might happen if they forfeit that first pick being in a 3 versus 5. We're going to see what the main plan is for Team 2 in this round.
Well, Penguin will take the head off of Mini. You do have a player in Rafters feeling a little bit stuck now after that opening kill, but trying to fight it back. Looks like maybe trading blows here. IDK Coffee has got into Logi and looking towards construction. Last Hope takes a big tick of damage as well, and at this point, Team 2, they're trying to get aggro early on, and they're doing a good job of it so far. With Miniman dead, we need to see the refrag come through, and Aggressive Goose just misses the headshot there. Tries to get the quick peek, but Team 2 seeming okay to sit for now, but Demigod gets aggressive, and Diffuser will be dropped as Dom goes down.
4 versus 4 here, but this really has to favor Team 2 as it gets even better for them. As Penguin Gamer takes out Demigod, and these remaining members, Last Hope and Aggressive Goose, are on such low HP. It's going to be so hard for them to take gunfights as we get to the later portion of this round. Bebot the robot does have that MP7 in hand and full HP to work with. Can he try to find an equalizing pick here before things get too desperate for them? As they really need to bring this back. A 3 versus 3 is so much more winnable than a 2v4. There is still a player situated outside the breach. Down to the 3 versus 2 now. This is still winnable as Penguin Gamer goes down, but Last Hope was traded out first. Down to the 2 versus 2, as I mentioned, Bebot the robot holds this crucial position, and it's now Jig and Sparkus in the 2 versus 2 with 30 seconds to go.
What a slam from Jig, as now it's all on Bebo. Time is ticking though, and the diffuser not in their hands. Looks like he does know the location of the Fenrir. Tries to get the shot on Sparkus, will fall, but the swing from Jay comes out, and Bebo will clutch it up. Oh my goodness, what a play for the Fenrir.
Even if you're not finding those kills, just make sure you're staying consistent, finding those drones, giving that intel. But we do have a player inside of Cash in this round. Has he gone on drone? Not quite sure, but it doesn't look like they have any decisive information on where he is. We do have the construction breach open as well. So Team 2 making quick work and good work trying to get access into the site here.
Last Hope has opened that up, but it's going to be Jay who falls first. That's Bebo with the opening kill. Demigod does fall, though, and that's the Soulless dead. A refrag from IDK Coffee. You do see the Ying being brought in by Sparkus as well, and Penguin starts to put the pressure on. Another kill onto Miniman, and now Bebo, as well as Aggressive Goose, they've known this situation. They've known it well. They've got to be able to clutch this one up. The swing, the shots are there. Aggressive will pull one out, and the finger boost won't save you from that. Aggressive now on the double kill, but it's Bebo fighting out as well. Sparkus, the final operator, gets the swing on and finishes it off. Sparkus with the game-ending swing. by the Ying.
You had the top frag for the whole match still left on the board. He was at, I believe, 10 kills at that point. But no, the Ying Candela really was the saving factor as he was able to swing onto Bibu the robot, and it really messed him up. And then he finds the swing onto the player on the bedroom door, winning the match for Team 2, and that seals the deal.